So next up, let's look at creating hardscapes using the create objects from shape command. And this is really helpful because it allows you to use the add and subtract surfaces to come up with really complex shapes that would be difficult to trace using the hardscape tool. And so you can come up with really complex things really quickly. So I'm just going to come over here and kind of draw a shape. So just take these shapes, right click for the context menu, add them, then let's go ahead and I'm going to cut a circle out of this. Right click, and now instead of add surface, I'm going to do clip surface. And then that circle that still remains, if I just delete that, then I have a circle in my polyline. So now that I have my my shape, my polyline, I'm going to simply select that polyline, then come up to the landmark menu and select create objects from shapes. And then under object type, I'm going to select hardscape. And you have a couple different options right here. Show properties dialog box is going to open up. Remember when we were first learning the hardscape tool, under the mode bar we have that tool preferences. It's just going to open up those dialog boxes. So let's go ahead and leave that selected. And then we have this option to delete source shapes. In this case, I do want to delete the source shape. There are a couple instances where you're going to be able to reuse a source shape to make multiple things in the file. In this case, since it's just hardscape, I really only need to use it once, and it makes things more complicated if I have a polyline and a hardscape that are exactly the same shape sitting on top of each other in the file. So if you don't have a specific use for keeping a shape, I recommend that you go ahead and delete it. So with those two boxes selected, I'm going to click OK. And then these dialog boxes should look familiar to you. And these are all set up from the last time that I made a hardscape in the file. And in that case, it was this Vectorworks preset that was all set up. So the configuration, the draw 2D, the draw 3D, those are all related to this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. And there you can see that it looks identical to the hardscape that I drew previously over there, but that this is a much more complicated shape. But I was able to draw it really quickly by using basic 2D geometry that's found up here in the basic tool set, and then adding and subtracting shapes in order to create this more complicated shape.